Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And today is the new patch, and I'm gonna start off the new patch by showcasing that Taliyah Reaver's Road deck that you have seen and heard us talk about yesterday. Now, to my knowledge, it was Aikedo who kind of popularized this archetype, and I know Lucky Cat also did a video on it recently, and this deck actually got above this patch by putting Reaver's Road to 4 mana. Which means now it's a better synergy with Taliyah because you can play Reaver's Road on 4 and Taliyah on 5, which you couldn't do before. So I actually think that this deck might be legit, and you can see why in some of the deck games that I'm going to showcase today. You end up just putting so much pressure by having all these little 1-drops that just become really big with Fearsome and also the stat buffs for Reaver's Road. Now, this deck is exactly the list that I showcased yesterday in my deck recommendation video. Honestly, everything in this list feels really solid, and I wouldn't change anything except for Taskmaster. That's the only one that I'm still iffy about. A lot of times you really don't care about attacking or triggering your plunder, so sometimes Taskmaster can be a little bit of a dead draw, but I still like it because it makes our 1-drops still like useful, even if you don't have the Reaver's Road combo, right? So in the situations where like you haven't really triggered Reaver's Road, but you still need just a little bit more reach, then you potentially could have a Taskmaster enable to make your Pool Shark and all your other 1-drops at least have 2 or 3 attack, which is the reason why I like it. But enough about that though. Let's actually go through the quick deck breakdown in case that you're not familiar or didn't see our video yesterday. I haven't seen Aikeido's videos. So the idea with this deck, again, is all about the Reaver's Road plus Taliyah combo. You want to duplicate that landmark and then just be able to kind of trigger it right away as a surprise attack. Think of like Thralls. Think of like how you trigger Thralls at burst speed because of Imagine Possibilities and Time in a Bottle. You can even have situations where you can play Rite of Passage to actually bring back a Reaver's Road that was already destroyed this game, and then play Time in a Bottle right away. That's a 4-mana combo that gives you 2 units, gives you 2 1-drops, and buffs every 1-drop that you have in your board, because the Reaver's Road for every countdown it summons a 1-cost ally, right? So if you play Time in a Bottle on it, it will summon the 2 allies right away. So again, that's the combo. So this whole deck is just trying to kind of have support cards to actually get to that combo. So the Ancient Prep and the Forsaken Bakai, both of these are 1-drops, because obviously the Clockling is a 1-drop, but which can synergize with the Reaver's Road. But in addition to that, they're both predict cards that can actually get us to our combo. So if you're missing Taliyah or you're missing the Reaver's Road in your hand, you can predict into it and try to get the combo pieces. The Imagine Possibilities that we talked about is there for the synergy, so that you're able to burst speed summon all those 1-drops with Fearsome. Pool Shark is just for the extra draw as well as Perseverance, right? So I think that draw is very important with this deck because you really want your combo. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. You really want your combo. So the Pool Shark and the Perseverance gives us extra draw, with the Perseverance having the upside of also allowing us to potentially level up Taliyah. The Taskmaster, like I said, is just there to buff our 1-drops in case that we already have used our combo, to still make them a little bit useful. But this card could be changed. It's probably the one card in this deck that you can play around with if you're looking for a slot to try other things in. The Rite of Passage is there in combination with Time in a Bottle to summon a Reaver's Road that you have already spent, and then be able to trigger it right away with Time in a Bottle. So that's why it's there. It's really good in this type of archetype. The Endless Devout is there as extra blockers. The Landmark lets us level up Taliyah. Additionally, if you didn't know, the Restore Devout is actually a 1-drop. So if you have this Restore Devout on the field already, by the time that you summon your Reaver's Road, then this card is actually going to get buffed up even more by the Reaver's Road stats. The Reaver's Road is the most important card in this deck. It's even more important than Taliyah in certain situations, because you can still trigger this even without having Taliyah on the field. So you want to make sure that you hard mulligan for the Reaver's Road, or keep it in your hand, or try to get it as early as possible so you can start actually enabling the combo pieces. 2 Rite of Negation to protect ourselves against like board clears. Triple Anaka borders for even more draw, like we talked with the Pool Shark at the Perseverance. And additionally, the Tentacle is actually also a 1-drop, which gets buffed by the Reaver's Road. Triple Taliyah to actually be able to enable and copy the Reaver's Road and have 2 of them going at once. And then finally, 2 Sense of Times that will allow us to, you can play it defensively, right? So that you can reduce the opponent's attack and not have to block with your own units. You can play it offensively to actually get rid of fearsome blockers if you need to, or you can use it as a way to trigger the reverse roll right away in case that you have like 8 mana, right? In case, let's say you don't have time in a battle, but you have enough for Rite of Passage and Signs of Time, you can do Rite of Passage into the instant Sanctuary and still kind of get the same result as time in a battle. So it's a combo deck, and it's actually really fun, and it actually feels really good. However, I did struggle in the games that I was playing today in the new patch. I struggle against Jinx decks. I feel like the Jinx decks were just a little bit too quick for us, because a lot of times you don't want to block a lot early on. So just be careful about that. Jinx seems to be a little bit problematic, but everything else that I went against seemed to actually do really well if the opponent has no way to deal with the landmark. So hope you enjoyed the games today, and I hope you enjoyed the new patch. If you are, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post Lore videos every single day, and I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. Enjoy the games. In this matchup, we're going against Norra Gnar. The good thing is that I don't know if the opponent's going to have really fearsome blockers per se. I'm going to keep the Perseverance. It lets us potentially level up Taliyah, right? So it's a way to level up Taliyah while also giving us some draw. The Taskmaster could be a little bit awkward this early because we don't really have... Okay, we have the Reverse Roll. So we have Reverse Roll into Taliyah. We have our combo. We do have our combo now, which is really good. I still think I want to do Perseverance, right? So I still think we go Perseverance, go Endless Devout, and then play the Reverse Roll, and then Taliyah. That way the debuff still gives us some potential access. Now, if we get access to the one cost, oh, a second reverse roll. Oh wow, they got the Fanatic right away, and that's such a good hit. That is such a good hit for them. Wow, that is such a good hit for them. Because that thing has quick attack, and it's also a fearsome blocker. What is the opponent playing, though? That's what I'm confused about. I'm willing to attack. Okay, the opponent's just going to take the 3. That's fine with me. Imagine Possibilities. That's what I'm thinking. If we get Imagine Possibilities, that would feel so good. This is also not bad. The problem is that we cannot do this and Taliyah. Right? So if we just play the Reverse Roar now... You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for my combo. I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm taking a lot of damage because this guy is gonna become huge like he just did here. But I think it's fair to do that. We're gonna have plenty of blockers, plus the Anakaboros. And our blockers are gonna be strong enough that we might be okay. The Swole Sky just got so buffed up there. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. This gives us 3 more cards. 2 more blockers, and then we also have the Anakaboros. And then we can level up Taliyah by playing the Reverse Roll next turn. I guess the opponent can go ahead and just kill us. Oh, they got that from the Concologist. So we take at least 1. We have blockers for everything else. So we have blockers for everything else. We're gonna get another blocker here. It's a little bit dicey. We're taking a lot of damage. We are taking a lot of damage. And the opponent still has the Norra to just get a lot of value as well. We're gonna get... Oh, actually, we don't. Wow, we low roll. We cannot get the Anakaboros as a blocker anymore because we got the landmark. Wow. Huh. I thought we were gonna be good because we could play the Anakaboros, but now it's a little bit more risky. The thing is that the opponent has no damage on this one, though. So, like, are they actually doing anything to us? We get on to 3. I guess they could have a buff. That's a weird open attack from them. I guess they could have a buff. That is a weird open attack. So what we want to do is probably play the Reverse Roll and then the Pool Shark and have have the Time in a Bottle to be able to give all my 1-drop units like the Fearsome, right? The problem is that, again, this thing is what's messing us up. This thing has messed us up a lot. I think we play the Reaver Rolls and play the Time in a Bottle now on the Scrappy Bomb, so that the Scrappy Bomb gets triggered. Wow, what a Make It Rain. Well, I guess we don't need to do it anymore. Now the opponent just said literally the perfect Make It Rain. So I guess we go like this. What a make it rain. That was a hit. That was a hit and a half. He got rid of some of our units that were really, really strong that we're gonna push a lot of damage next turn. Wow. So we still go here then, right? We just pass. He got that from Mayor. Oh my goodness. Opponent's just hitting some crazy stuff. They're also gonna have a blocker potentially from the portal. So I'm expecting that to be a big hit. We've already drawn a card from the one from before. If we go... I wish I had... So 2, 7, right? We can predict here. It's not what we're looking for. I think I gotta skip. I was hoping I could get another time in a bottle or Imagine Possibilities. We ended up getting the Imagine Possibilities at least. So then we advance it by 1. Get the big attack like this. And this should be lethal. 3, 10, 14, 17, 20. Plus whatever Taliyah is hitting. We ended up hitting the Imagine Possibilities, right? That's what I wanted to draw with the Anakaboros, because the tentacle also costs 1. Opponent could have a second Norra and could potentially draw the blockers, the Pearson blockers. Or also could have like a stun or something. Yeah, oh, okay, they have Anakaboros, so just as well. Now the problem is that they can only summon 1 portal here. Oh, and they didn't get a blocker. So that's still game. Okay, we got it. We got the combo off. We actually got the combo off. Opponent's down to 2 mana. I don't think there's anything they can do for 2 mana. This is what's powerful about the Reaver Sword. The fact that you can get fearsome on your units. Oh, that feels so good. I'm glad I ended up seeing that line. You know, we got lucky that we top decked that Imagine Possibilities, right? It would have been like a clear line if we actually had one of it in our hand beforehand. But sometimes you gotta take that risk, because with 2 health left, I don't think we're gonna win if we didn't win this turn. So GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna get against Swain Jayce. So is this a burn deck using like decimates? Maybe. I'm guessing that's what it is, right? I'm actually gonna hard mulligan for my Reaver's Row. Perfect. Oh, this is actually really good. This is actually really good. The Taskmaster is not as good. Let's see if we get something that's more playable than Taskmaster. Otherwise, I'm willing to commit the Taskmaster as a blocker. Okay, this is good. We go Ancient Preparations. You can play second Taliyah, to be honest. I like the second Taliyah idea. Because I have a hunch that his first Taliyah is gonna die. What if we just play Taskmaster now? It's gonna be a little bit awkward because we're gonna be short on board space. But I want to bait the opponent into starting to do something here. Thank you. Yeah, like I want them to start doing something. Like playing this death hand now is 1 less death hand for my other units. So I'm chill. I'm okay with that. Now the downside here is Score Sheriff. Score Sheriff just kind of ruins our day, huh?
There's nothing a little ingenuity can't fix.
So Score Sheriff will ruin our day here, and there's nothing we can do about it. We can play Taliyah. We don't have the Imagine Possibilities, otherwise this would be a slam dunk. Yeah, if we had the Imagine Possibilities, this would be a slam dunk. So we attack with the Dancing Droplet because it's pushing 1 free damage. We let everything else stay alive. We can play the second Reaver Sword next turn with the Rite of Passage, which will enable us to do Time in a Bottle and just have a big attack on the next turn. Is that enough to win? Maybe, maybe not, because obviously the opponent's deck has a lot of value. Maybe they actually go for the Taliyah kill, which will actually let me replay Taliyah. Like, we can play second Reaver's Row. Okay, so they are actually going to go for the Taliyah kill. Unfortunately, we do lose our 1-drop, which sucks, but that's fine. Okay, so they're going to go for Taliyah kill. They cannot kill this Clocklin without dying. We copy Taliyah again, and now this Taliyah is going to be leveled up. I'm okay. Like, again, I'm okay with them spending everything. They haven't even really used any Sit-Scott spells to level up Jayce. The more stuff they're spending now, the less stuff they're going to have for a big turn next turn. Death Hand as well. Okay. They are getting rid of a lot of our units, though, which is a little bit problematic, especially if they get the Swain right here. Like, if they get Swain right here, Swain is already leveled up, which is a big deal. Because what's going to happen now is that we're going to lose our whole board. Right? We're going to lose our whole board. I guess we could play Sands of Time. I think we always go for it. I think we always go for it anyways. Force the opponent to pull with the Jayce. We are going to lose our whole board and take an additional 3 damage from the Swain. Because the opponent is just going to pull with Jayce, and this overwhelm damage here could get through.
Powering up.
Yeah. You always pull the Taliyah, right? That kills the Taliyah. We block here. We lose our whole board anyways. Your Swain is now at 2 HP. If the opponent gets Levy, we're very sad. That was such a nice curve, right? The opponent literally got so many units and then got the Levy right on top of it. My goal here is going to be Imagine Possibilities. Unfortunately, we don't get it. So at most, what we can do is going to be here. Second Taliyah. Third Taliyah, sorry. I think it's Perseverance. I think it's actually Perseverance at this point. We go here.
Nothing escapes my notice.
This is only 15. Opponent doesn't have to actually do anything here. Right? Opponent doesn't have to do anything here because they can just play the Levy. My saving grace is going to be the fact that we have access to the Sands of Time. To be able to actually make the Swain not deal overwhelm damage. The second Reaver Sword is going to make my units even stronger as well. This could also give us a pretty nice out, depending on what we get. They have enough removal even after everything they have done, or just double Mystic? Okay, I'm okay with that. That's less Mystics, that's less burn that's going into our face, right? And now we don't even have to get rid of the Scrappy Bomb. We can just play the Endless Devout. Actually, I'm gonna play the Taskmaster. Yeah, I'm gonna just play the Taskmaster. And then I could get, like I said, we have Sands of Time, so I'm not too scared of stuff here.
Pledge or perish.
Really? I guess opponent is setting up for having like a flock or something like that. They already used double Death Hand. They already used double Death Hand and they used the double Mystic. Okay, so they have the Defibrillator, so doing the Sands of Time doesn't really matter. Let's see what spell we get. Second Sands of Time, that's actually kind of funny. Let's predict first. Let's go for the Pool Shark. I like the Extra Draw. I like the Extra Draw. It's Defibrillator. They're using so much, right? They're using so much. Why not kill this? Why not kill Chip? He could have killed Chip, because this does damage. He deals 2 to it. He could have killed Chip. We can actually get rid of the Fearsome blockers. My concern here is going to be the fact that the opponent still could have Fervor. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. We could Sands of Times. And then go here. And then go like this. I guess we don't have Fearsome everywhere, so it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, we don't have Fearsome everywhere, so it doesn't really matter that much. We probably needed to keep the double Sands of Times for next turn. Yeah, we needed to keep the double Sands. Oh no, they still lead. Alright. We ended up lucky now that the opponent only had 1 flock. Okay, so it was worth it. I guess if we don't win this turn, the opponent could easily have a Decimate. I'm guessing that's what they're playing Jayce. So I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it to do it this way. So, GG's. this matchup, we're going against Elise, Annie, and I'm guessing this is going to be control rather than aggro. I'm going to try to harm mulligan. I mean, we do have the ancient prep, so that is nice. The Jagged Taskmasters are really aggro in this matchup. They're really good to like hard roll stuff later on into the game, but not in this matchup, I don't think. We could play ancient prep next turn as well, right? We get the Reaver's Row, so that's one. That's one piece of the combo online. We play the ancient prep next turn. If they have Conservatory fast, it might be a problem, by the way, so I need to be careful about that. Second ancient prep, give me Taliyah. That's not a Taliyah. I don't hate the Rite of Passage, though. I don't hate the Rite of Passage to summon another Reaver's Row after this first one is done. All those units don't really matter to us because my cards are going to have Fearsome. Ideally, though, I don't want the opponent to open because I don't want to block with this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to block. I'm not going to block that. I don't need to. I don't need to block that. We're just going to go like this. I'm going to attack with the bow. Right? I'm always going to play the Reaver's Row here. I'm always going to play the Reaver's Row here and just, again, just keep this back because these guys are going to get buffed by the Reaver's Row. If the opponent decides not to block this, I think I'm still always playing the Reaver's Row, even if we could technically play this card. Scorched Earth would be the only annoying part here. Opponent doesn't have it. So we go like this. Oh, please. Please kill one of my units. Please kill one of my units. I beg you. I beg you, kill one of my units. Please kill one of my units. Please. Oh, they gave it to me. Oh, they gave it to me.
How did that move go?
Actually, oh, this is tough. This is so tough.
This isn't part of the training.
Yeah, let's go like this. This is gonna die to a battle piece, right? I think I'm willing to go like this. We're gonna copy this with Taliyah, and now we're gonna have a full board of Fearsomes that are gonna just push a lot of damage. In fact, if we get time in a bottle, this could be even crazier. Your house spiders are not gonna matter. Your house spiders are not gonna matter because everything's gonna have Fearsome. Okay, we don't get the time in a bottle. But we get the pretty big attack. Like, look at this attack. Out of nowhere, look at this attack. Vengeance on Taliyah. But then you have to vengeance the Fearsomes, because otherwise you just lose. That's 12, 18, 22. Even if you vengeance one of the Fearsomes, it's still 12, 16, actually 20. It's exactly 20, even if you vengeance one of the Fearsomes. Oh, that's a good one. Passage and earn. Okay, okay. I respect it, opponent. I respect it. You know what I'm gonna do here instead? I'm gonna actually play the Jagged Taskmasters. Because I actually don't mind. Yeah, I'm gonna play the double Jagged Taskmaster just to have blockers. Because we can always play the Rite of Passage next turn. We don't need to play it this turn. We don't need to play it this turn. Now, Tivers is going to come down, but Tivers is not really doing much. And opponent still has to block all these Fearsomes. Now, the downside with this is that we don't have space, right? So we won't have space. Opponent gets Tivers. Cool. Cute. Opponent gets a Fearsome blocker with Tivers. It's still down to 5 HP. They need to find a way to kill Taliyah. I guess they can always kill her next turn because that will cancel the threat volleys. They're gonna give me the space. So they're giving me the space here. Huh. They're giving me the space. Huh. Interesting. I think we go for it. I think we go Reaver's Row. Force the opponent to have to kill Taliyah now. If they don't, I mean, it sucks. Okay, so they're gonna go here. They're trying to damage my units, right? So they're trying to damage my units. That way a flock can kill Taliyah, etc. They have a flock right now. They could use it right now. Oh no. Oh no. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? That we can actually go like this. And then now we have another unit that has fearsome. And how is the opponent dealing with this? That's 50. That minus 50. Oh no. Alright, this combo is actually pretty nuts. Wow. That's so much pressure. GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna go against Rumble Vayne. Now, obviously, Vayne got slightly nerfed. At least the tumble did. So that's gonna be beneficial for us. I like keeping one Perseverium to potentially try to level up Taliyah. We have the Forsaken Bakai. Okay, Ancient Prep is probably better than Forsaken Bakai now. Just so that we can actually level up Taliyah potentially. Reaver's Row would be ideal, right? So Reaver's Row would be the ideal scenario here. So we can Ancient Prep. We're gonna skip, I think. I think we're gonna skip. I think we're actually gonna skip. Are we gonna play Perseverium? We get double Forsaken Bakai. So we have two shots. We have two shots on hitting the Reavers, which is really good for us. Okay, so the opponent got Rumble now. We can play Bakai, Reaver's Row. We don't get it, so we skip again. Do we actually play the second Reaver's Row? Sorry, the second Bakai. Do we actually play the second Bakai? I think so. I think we do. And I think I like... I like the time in the bottom. I think I'm gonna need my combo pieces. My problem now is that the opponent potentially has Overwhelm. So my problem is that the opponent potentially has Overwhelm. We can attack here, play the Taskmaster, play the Perseverium, and then play potentially Taliyah next turn. But the problem is that we don't have space for the Taliyah copy. If the opponent has Overwhelm, I actually don't think we can survive this. Common Rider, Rumble. Okay, the opponent going to discard a second one. Yeah, if the opponent has exactly Overwhelm, they can put it on the Rumble and then potentially attack twice if they have like a Cataclysm. Which means that I guess we have to top deck the Rider Negation. Yeah, and they have the Overwhelm. So they do have the Overwhelm. We have a chance of just straight up dying here this turn. We have a chance of just straight up dying this turn. Now, opponent decided to go with the Fallen Rider, so they spent some mana here. We can copy Taliyah. Sorry, we can summon Taliyah, get another draw, and two more draws at the beginning of the turn. We have the Rider Negation now. Opponent could have the Cataclysm here to kill the Taliyah. My problem is that these guys are not enough to actually kill Rumble. Fish fight? Okay, fish fight is fine as well. We got Taliyah did what she needed to do. And the fish fight is not pushing damage to us. So the fish fight is not pushing damage to us, and Taliyah did what she needed to do. Opponent also has to replay the Grey Hammers now. Can we percent lethal? If we get Reaver's Row, maybe. But without Reaver's Row... Because Reaver's Row, because we have the time in a bottle, could potentially let us get there. 3, 6, 7. Oh, come on. That's unfortunate. Now, we do have... We could go wide. So we could play Forsaken Bakai. 2 Rider Negations. We're gonna tap out of mana to be able to play both next turn, so I think I'm okay with just one. No, I think I like the second. I like the second because I think the way that we lose this game now is gonna be the opponent having like rallies, like the tumble, right? So now the tumble is a big deal. So I guess we're gonna go Let's go pull shard, and then let's go devout. We're gonna need to stop the opponent from being able to hit twice. So opponent just blocks.
Very well.
Yeah, so they block. They go down to 3. We can block with the devout. I guess we can block with this girl. I mean, we got down to 10. As long as we stop like any rallies, we're okay, right? And we have double rally negation to do that. So we have the second rally negation, which would allow us to stop the opponent's next attack. We even get to kill the Vayne, which is always nice. Actually, I guess we just go here. Opponent could have access to... You know what? Opponent could have access to the thing, right? So don't want to do anything, and we just pass. We stop the tumble. We stop the tumble. We stop a rally, and we should be okay. We can actually play time in a bottle. Okay, so opponent has 3. Could still be Cataclysm. That scares me. So 4, 9, 11. We're one off. We're one off from being able to do the time in a bottle plus Inakaboros, right? Rather Pass this doesn't really give me anything that's going to be more useful than this. So I think it's always just Inakaboros. That gives us exactly 3. We attack. Is it better to keep the Rider negation? Or is it... Because if the opponent has double Whirling Death, we're always dying anyways, right? If the opponent actually has double Whirling Death, we're always dying. So it's probably just better to go time in a bottle and just attack with 4 units. I guess it's like potential the opponent has like a random judgment instead. So either way is the same, right? If the opponent has double Whirling Death, we always lose. So I think we always just keep the random negation. Repost? Yeah, that's why I blocked last turn, because of the repost. Alright, there we go. If we didn't block last turn and we only blocked the Vayne, opponent could have reposed to actually present lethal with the Rumble. That's why I needed to block with the 3-2. That way we survive at 4 HP, right? If we block with anything with 1 health, the riposte still kills us. And then this turn, we always lose to the double strike because we ended up using our mana gem last turn. So we couldn't do Inakaboros and the predict. So I think it was safer to always keep the Rider negation instead. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Runeterra playing Jinx Evelynn. This should be interesting. We have Taliyah. Now we just look for the reverse row, right? Oh, we have the magic possibilities as well. Okay, so we're going to go Forsaken by Kai. Try to predict the reverse row if we can. Otherwise, we're going to be a little bit sad. We do have 3 turns to try to hit it, right? We do have plenty of draws to try to hit it. I think he's gonna. I think Runeterra's gonna have a hard time dealing with this pressure too. So we can play Bakai here. Oh, that's also a good draw. That's such a good draw. Let's skip. Oh, we even get to push a free 2 damage? No! Okay, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this because we don't have the reverse roll. And actually, you know, the board space was going to be an issue anyways. So board space was always going to be an issue anyways. So we go here. We don't draw it again. I think I actually like the Forsaken Bakai. I like the Forsaken Bakai to try to predict into it one more time. So this is 3 predicts now. This is 3 predicts, right? There's no way we don't hit it. There we go. So now we play reverse row into Taliyah. We are going to take 5 damage, potentially more here, because we don't want to sacrifice our units. We even have Imagine Possibilities as well. Yeah, I don't think I want to sacrifice my units.
I'm starting to get jealous.
I think I just want to go for the big attack. Because it's going to be more damage now, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. We play Reaver's Row, we duplicate it with Taliyah, we have Imagine Possibilities, we take this damage. Opponent gets regen, and okay, gets double regen. Whatever unit they summon is also gonna have double. I mean, it's gonna be a fearsome blocker, so that's gonna be a problem. We go like this, and now we're gonna have a board of 5 Wanderers that are all gonna have fearsome. And then next time we can play Sands of Time to defend ourselves against the opponent's lethal attack. That's why I said Sands of Time was such a good draw early on, right? So opponent gets 2 blockers here, which is going to be Evelynn and the Soldier. So that's going to be a little bit problematic, but not impossible to deal with. We go here. We got a Sand Soldier. That's kind of funny. We could attack with this one too, and the opponent will just leave it alive. Honestly, I'm willing to attack with everything. I think we always attack with everything and force the opponent to block. Because I think the opponent doesn't want to take this extra damage, so they're always going to block one of the bigger ones. So they go down to 5, and we still keep 3 fearsomes for a future turn.
I know that look.
Oh, wait, you're going to go down to 2. You actually going to go down to 2? I think that's crazy.
Take a load.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way you can go down to 2. There's no way you can go down to 2. Now, at 8 HP, we are kind of risking against the burn, right? So that is a little bit scary on our side.
I know that look.
Wow, he's actually gonna go down to 2. No way. I understand that you have regen on it, but that would have been crazy. Because at 2 HP, almost anything that I have could push damage to percent lethal. Domination is really annoying. It's giving him a lot of fearsome blockers that he wouldn't have had otherwise. Yeah, that's a lot of value that the opponent has gotten from the domination. I would rather actually play the Sands of Time to get rid of the fearsome blockers if we can. No, I think we play Sands of Time now. I think we play Pool Shark to block the Evelynn. Play Sands of Time now to just stop the damage, and we still die to burn though, right? So we're still dying to a Get Excited because we're gonna take 5. So we're still dying to a Get Excited or something like that. So we lose to a Get Excited. Cannot play around it though. I don't want to summon the Landmark because I want to play the Reaver's Row into Time in a Bottle. So unfortunately, I cannot do it that way. Okay, well, if the opponent's giving me that, then I can do it. Alright, so now I can play the Landmark. That would allow me to level up Taliyah. Strive the strongest dead ally. That would allow me to actually level up Taliyah, right? Opponent gets more fearsome blockers. So they have 2 fearsome blockers, but Taliyah could be enough to also finish the game. Actually, they have 3 fearsome blockers because the domination is also a blocker. So they have 3 fearsome blockers. We have 4 fearsome attackers. That might not be enough. That might not be enough. Oh, they get it. Okay, yeah. So they have 4. They have 4. We also have Taliyah though, which is always nice. Random Negation doesn't really do anything for us. I guess we might as well pick it. Don't really have anything else better to do. They have fearsome blockers for all my units, but they will have to sacrifice their elusive blocker. And then Taliyah only pushing 4.
Shut up and scream.
You have to block this. Yeah, you have to block this.
Beg. Time to die.
You live at 1. You decide to leave the domination alive instead. Yeah, the multiple dominations just kind of completely ruined the game for us. Now we do get another unit back because we high rolled the Haunted Tomb. The Random Negations protects us against the burn. But if the opponent high rolls like Okay. Oh, they get draw. That's bad. That's so bad. They pull a blocker. They get Evelynn plus something else to attack. Oh no. Okay, so we lose the game then, right?
Impressive.
Yeah, we lose the game no matter what. We only can get 2 blockers unless we draw the second Sense of Times. If we draw the second Sense of Times, maybe we have an out. No. Oh, that was close. That was close. GG, Minatia. That was close. Just too many fearsome blockers, right? Because of domination. If the opponent doesn't get domination, we win this a lot. We definitely win this game. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Leona Diana. So, we do have our combo here. We do have our combo here. I'm gonna keep the whole hand. I'm gonna keep the whole hand. The Perseverance goes away before the Reverse Rolls really get going. So that's why I like keeping it. I even like the Rite of Passage, to be honest, just to summon another Reverse Roll ready. If opponent wants to block this, I guess we don't give him that block, right? Because this card is gonna get buffed up at the Reverse Roll eventually. We could have Diana and just kill this anyways, so we just lost 2 damage. That's fine. So we lost 2 damage and didn't kill their unit by just keeping this in the back. I mean, I think I'm okay always having to deal with the Diana. Don't think it's a big deal. Now we will take another 4 damage. The idea is gonna be the fearsomes, right? So the fearsomes are really what's gonna make the difference. Having time in a bottle is really good for us. Imagine Possibilities would be even better though. That's a mistake. I feel like it was better to buff the Diana up, or even the Twilight Protector later on. We're gonna take 4/6 damage. Again, I don't agree with that. I think opponent is making himself not have any fearsome blockers. Not having any fearsome blockers is gonna be a problem for them. Because all of a sudden my attack is going to look really good. Now they will have access potentially to the 5-drop, right? The Daybreak 5-drop. So that is something I got to watch out for. And we also taking 10 damage here. But like Leona doesn't do anything here because we're not summoning any units yet. I guess technically we do. We have the Chemist. So I actually... So we can develop Taliyah here, I guess. I guess this is better, right? The problem is that because we get both units here and they get buffed up as well. This doesn't matter to me as much. We're gonna have a pretty big board next turn. Leona is the only problem here, to be honest. Leona is really the only problem here. We also have the Anakaboros. Taliyah's gonna level up with the second Reverse Roll, and we can actually trigger it with the Time in a Bottle. The problem is the Scrappy Bomb. The Scrappy Bomb actually became a big issue. It's kind of on the way. It's kind of in the way. It's actually buried in the way. Because it's gonna make it so that we cannot summon units from the Reverse Roll. And if we time in a bottle now on this card, that's also a mistake in my opinion. We can go here. Just have blockers. A blocker for the Raboon, and then play the Reverse Roll after. Rider Negation is not bad. All of these ones have fearsome. We can push damage, I guess, this way. This one is gonna die. I guess we can make it so that this one doesn't die. Opponent could easily have Kel Cascade, but I think I'm okay with that. And then we gotta, I guess opponent could also just block here, but then they're taking 15 damage, which I think is a misplay. They must have Leona then, right? If they're doing this, then it means that they have Leona. Otherwise, that doesn't make any sense. Because you're not killing us next turn unless you have exactly Leona. We have the Rite of Negation, so we can play the second Reaver's Row. And have Rite of Negation available still. What is the opponent planning? Second Raboon? We can Reaver's Row here.
Onward, everybody! The horizon calls.
Is this one damage gonna matter? I don't think it's gonna matter, right? I think I'd rather just do the Taskmaster. What's gonna matter now is that I'm not gonna actually have a boar to actually summon the 1-drop, which I think is fine. I think I'm okay losing at least one 1-drop. We're still in a position where we have blockers for everything except versus Leona. And then we attack with all the Fearsons again and Taliyah as well. This is gonna be a good blocker this turn. Zenith Blade? Okay. They got that from Raboon, it looks like. But that's not enough. That's still not enough.
No more lies.
They're gonna give me the block. I'm willing to take it here. I'm willing to go like this. Hell Cascade on the Diana is a problem, I guess. Hell Cascade on the Diana is a problem, I guess. So let's go like this. At the very least, even if the opponent has Spell Cascade, we still have a blocker. 5 damage? Can they get to 5 damage? Whoa, no? I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused now. Huh. So Reaver's Row summons a unit, so it replaces itself. We can do the second Reaver's Row summoning another unit on top of it, and we can also the Anakaboros. Oh, they're trying to burn us down? They might be able to burn us down, I guess. With the Doombees. They could burn us down with the Doombees. Oh. Countdown 1 is stun the weakest enemy. Okay. I don't think the opponent still has enough. It would have to be... So they get to stun Taliyah. But then we still get to do time in a bottle here. Go ahead with the Sands of Times. Just... but we cannot draw, right? We cannot draw, so at most we can only do like this. So this is all Fearsomes, and that's lethal? Alright. It was a little bit weird there how the opponent was playing that. I think as you can see though, the problem with this deck is just having a lot of board space issues. Like we had our combos, but I felt like we were having a little bit of an issue with board space, so GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Fiora Ashe. So it's going to be freezing, right? So freezing my stuff and try to take advantage of stuff that way. I'm going to keep this whole hand. The reason I'm going to keep this whole hand is because I have like almost... Yep. I got every piece of my combo. I have every piece of my combo, and that's what I was looking for. So, we want to save mana. I like the Anakaboros. We're always going to save mana on turn 3 anyways, right? No need to attack here because we're going to save this for later to get buff with the Reaver's Row. We're always going to save. We're never going to do anything on turn 3, so I don't think picking the Devout really matters. We want to save that mana on turn 3. If we have another 1-drop here, that would be ideal. We don't get it. We can play Reaver's Row on turn 4, Taliyah on turn 5, and they have Imagined Possibilities to actually discount everything. We're even attacking on turn 5. This is gonna be amazing. So this is gonna be amazing here. We are taking a lot of damage. Now the opponent is obviously gonna have a lot of freezes, so that's gonna be problematic. So with Taliyah, Imagine Possibilities.
put these rocks into motion.
And now we get a board of 4 1-drops that is going to be pretty good. We can even go for the Rite of Passage to actually start enabling more 1-drops. And opponent ends up... So we go like this. Oh, we low roll a little bit here though. So we low roll a little bit here. We go here. Opponent could still have the freezes. This is a little bit of a low roll because this unit's going to just die. Opponent's still going to decide to block it for some reason. This one also gets blocked by the Ashe. Opponent has the flash freeze, so it's always better to block there. We still push 9. We play the second one.
These are our lands.
You're going to leave this alive. I don't think I agree with that. Yeah, this is better. This is a better block. You take a little bit more damage, but it's a little bit... I think I don't agree with that. I think that block is a little bit greedy. And the second Reaver Soul, okay, opponent's gonna Cataclysm. I don't really care about my... Like, I really don't care about my Taliyah. In fact, now we draw a second Taliyah, it's better for us. We still have 12 HP, so I don't think the opponent has a way to commit lethal anyways. We play the Rite of Passage and play the Reaver Scroll so that we get another 1-drop. We can play the Anakaboro so that we have another one that's going to get buffed by the Reaver Swell. Crystal Arrow is kind of nice, but not impossible for us to deal with. 5-12, so we have to actually have to keep. So we actually have to keep the Anakaboros, right? We have to keep the Anakaboros, which is actually going to let us block the Ashe. So we're going to be able to actually block the Ashe. We're gonna lose our our Anakaboros, which could have been a really good unit. But now we just join again. We potentially could have got a 1-drop here. We don't get a 1-drop. We only take 6 and the opponent loses the Ashe. We only take 6 and the opponent loses the Ashe. We get fearsome on all these units once again. We get a falling feline, which actually is funny because we had to predict. Okay, so this is nuts, because we're going to play Reverse Row and then play Time in a Bottle. It does lose to a couple things that the opponent has, but I think it's actually better for us to do it this way. Cataclysm again. Alright, that way the opponent gets to get rid of one of my units. So, yeah, let's Time in a Bottle. Let's Time in a Bottle. Rite of Negation, Anakaboros, all good options. I actually like the Anakaboros. This gets to summon 2 units anyways. So everything has fearsome. Opponent only has 1 blocker, needs to have another freeze just to survive. Needs to have another freeze just to survive. Trollshan? Wait, what? Opponent, you die. Oh, okay. I was like confused. I was like, what are they doing? They really greeded out just to save a Cavalry? When everything's just gonna... How are you beating us? You have 1 HP, you have 2 cards, we have a full set of blockers, we even have the Anakaboros. And that's game. Yeah, the Reverse Roll can just put a lot of pressure. Especially with the Kanda, like how we ended up getting top deck in there. Allows me to summon 2 units and just give them fearsome. That's pretty crazy. GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. This deck is so fun. This deck is so fun. You saw in a lot of the games today just how much pressure we can actually put on the opponents because of this deck. This combo with Reverse Roll, Taliyah, Imagine Possibilities is just so good. It's really fun, but you saw in the game against the Jinx, it can also struggle, right? Against Runeterra. If the opponent is able to actually get enough fearsome blockers, then they can actually block a lot of your fearsome attacks. I mean, you might run out of resources, but we have so much draw that a lot of times we're never running out of gas. It's more of like, can we survive so that we can try our big attack again? And the other thing you have to watch out for is board space. So just keep that in mind. Remember, the Reverse Roll is summoning a 1-cost follower every turn, the 2 turns that is on the field. However, it will replace itself and it's still buff the units that are going to come in. So if it's just countdown 1, you can just assume that this is going to be a unit, right? But just keep that in mind in terms of board space. In terms of mulligan, just your combo, right? You want to keep Taliyah if you have 1 of them. You want to keep Reverse Roll if you have it, right? So I'm looking for Taliyah and Reverse Roll for the most part. If I don't have to see my hand, then the other cards that I'm keeping are Ancient Preparations and Forsaken Bakai. so that I could actually predict and try to get my combo pieces. So we're looking for preparations, Bakai, Taliyah, or Reaver's Row, and kind of go from there. If you need some early blockers, you can potentially keep the Debao and keep stuff like the Jagged Taskmaster. But everything else I feel like is worth kicking to actually try to get your combo pieces and increase your odds of actually having them. Because you saw some of the games how important it is to actually have those versus not having them. But enough about that. Hope you give this deck a shot and have some fun with it like I did today. Again, remember, the Jagged Taskmaster is the slot that I feel like you can change. If you feel like there's something else that fits there better, be my guest. But anyways, hope you enjoyed today's games. And if you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.